Hello guys, good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, YouTube Engineering, the Asplan Market. If you are joining me for the first time or if you are watching me for the first time, you are highly welcome. Today I'll be treating a particular issue on construction matter that is not really important but necessary in order to maintain your relationship with your clients. As you are rightly watching or as you are seeing now, this is our new site at Port Harcourt GRA. The first thing or what I really want to discuss here is those things that needs to be done before you kickstart a construction project. Like you all know, most of us, the moment your client engage you, the next thing is to jump to site. At the end of the day, you start having one issue or the other. But I want to believe that if you are watching me for the first time or you are into construction services, you might stick to the end of this video, although I'm going to make it very short because you are likely to benefit from it. Now, if a client engage you for the first time, things that you need to know is number one, you have to understand the nature of the construction services. How does he want it? What does it require you to do about the job? And what is the nature of the services? What is the condition of service? Is it engaging you for the labor cost and the material cost? Okay. Now, if it's the job is coming from a corporate firm, it's a little bit easier because there's going to be what we call the terms of contract, and it is based on the terms of contract and condition of services that you are going to be preparing your quotation. Okay, that you are going to be preparing your bills of quantity. So if you are into construction services, things that you need to understand is you don't jump into construction work without understanding the nature of the job. If you are dealing with a corporate entity, it's a little bit easier because there's principle that guides you and the corporation. Okay, but the challenges that we always have, especially here in Nigeria, is lack of adequate documents during construction services. This situation always arises when you are dealing with individuals. If you are dealing with individuals, now they don't have that time to prepare that construction service how they want you to provide that services for them, so that you be able to know how you can prepare your quotation. Okay, still under the nature of services, you need to understand or you need to know what area the client wants you to function, or how does he want you to function. Is he employing you for labor cost alone? Is he employing you for supervision alone? When you talk about supervision, for me, for us in Utuku, we don't work on supervision because it doesn't really make sense. What are you supervising? engineering is strictly professional services. So if you are engaging us for engineering services, all we need to do is let us know the area you want us to function, and we'll provide you our professional services. But there are some people that has limited maybe to supervision, fine, but if you choose to go for supervision, then you need to let, or you need to understand or let the client know, how do you want me to function? Is it I'm going to be at your site from the onset till the closing hour, or is it once in a while I come to the site, check what they are doing at the site, then go back? Now these are things that you need to clarify, because if you say you are engaging on supervision services, and at the end of the day the client is not seeing you at the site, you don't have any cause to claim right. But if you still want to put it clear to the if you want to clarify that area with the client, fine, that is still okay. You can let the client know, fine, if I'm supervising for you, I will not be at the site from so time to so time. But that will still be wrong, because the meaning, if you are supervising for somebody, it means you just have to be on ground from the beginning to the ending. Okay, so if you're a professional services, you should be able to understand the difference between supervising jobs and giving out professional services. Okay, now if a client is engaging you for your labor cost maybe and material cost, it is still left for you to let the client explain, because just like I said before, when you are working with individuals, there's no principle, there's no contract document that is binding both of you. But if you are an engineer, you can prepare a contract document that can give the client ideas of how you operate, how your services are being carried out, what and what that the client needs to understand about your services. Okay, if you have the full time, or if you are going to be providing a supervisor at the site, if you are going to be providing a foreman at the site, okay, if you are going to be available at the site from so time to so time, all those things need to be stated in your terms or in your service condition, so that the client should be able to know that, okay, if I'm engaging Mr. A, or if I'm engaging you for this, for a particular services, okay, this is what I'll be expecting from you. In that case, if you are doing your job, the client will not have any cause to undermine your services, because already he knows what you are going to be providing for him. Okay, and he's going to be working with you based on your service conditions. Another area that you need to get clear is the duration. Okay, duration and provision of materials. How is material going to be provided? Are you the one that's going to be in charge for procuring materials, or is it the client that want to procure materials for that services? Whichever ones that comes first, it is left for you to still understand that, fine, if you are providing materials for us, these are the things that you need to ensure you take care of. It is not possible for a client to provide materials and expect you to manage the materials for him. Okay, now if a client is providing materials for you, it is left for you to educate the client. Please, if you are providing material for us, you need to engage a material manager that will be able to manage your material, take inventory, take stocks, and take every information about your material, so at the end of the day we are not going to be held responsible or accountable for your materials. All we need is, when we need any particular materials, let your material manager issue those materials to our workers, so that they can use it to work. At the end of the day, they return it back to the store, meaning that the client needs to provide the material manager and a storekeeper. Okay, but if you are the one that is providing materials, it is left for you to get a storekeeper and a material manager to take accurate measurement of the material that is being used at the site. Okay, having said this, there's one other one I want to discuss about, which is the payment. how is the payment going to function. It is very very important you know how the client is going to pay you, or you let the client know how you want to be paid. All these are areas that if it's not clarified before you engage in services, you end up having issues, or the client end up owing you at the end of the day, because there will be issues of the job is like this, or because of this reason. So to avoid too much talk, it is always better when you are dealing with an individual, get it on record, get it straight. This is what I can do, this is what I cannot do. At the end of the day, you will be in a better position to explain, and your work will be more professional. Okay, I'm taking time to explain all these things because we have gone through some nasty experience with some clients, and we find out that fine, if this thing are done without a principle that is governing both parties, it becomes a little bit difficult. Okay, because at the end of the day, you see your client, you work, you do a job that you started, before you get to half of the job, something maybe nothing as a result of you, before you know the client start complaining. You are supposed to be at the site, you are not at the site. No, 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 you just have to let the client know that this is how I operate. Once in a while I can be at your site for a day, maybe once in a day, depending on the condition of services. If you agree that you are going to be coming on daily basis or on day from morning till night, make sure you keep to that condition. Okay, lastly, I would have loved to discuss, I talk about the duration. How long is it going to take? If it's going to take you 3 months, make sure you work within that time schedule to keep to the client. That will make your relationship with the client to be unique, to be faster. Okay, outside this discussion now, there are more to discuss, but if you have comment, please drop your comment, share this video to your friends, to those that might one way or the other need this particular video. And above all, I want to discuss in my next video, I think I'll be discussing about the damp proof course. There's something I observe about the damp proof course. These days we don't always introduce our damp proof course, and this is causing lot of problem in our house construction services. So I'll take time to discuss about it in my next video. But thank you so much for sticking up to this time. I hope you've gained one or two things